This is Lionel Messi, and he is without a doubt the greatest player in Barcelona history. But today I'm going to make him a legend at his former club's biggest rival, Real Madrid. In order for any player to become a legend at a club, you need to make history with it, and that is why Messi has to break some of these records in order to put his name in Real Madrid's history books. To help Messi achieve these goals, we've gone ahead to get Reece James for 62 million. We also got Theo Hernandez for a total of 87 million. And Alexander Isak for 40 million. And with the team complete, Messi and Real Madrid are ready to go ahead for the new season, with the first game being a Super Cup tie against Frankfurt. In the 38 minute of the game, Messi was able to get his first Real Madrid goal in a very important final. And after a great save by Courtois, we were able to hold on to the 1-0 lead, and Messi has already gotten his first trophy as a Real Madrid player. In the first league game of the season, we're up against Real Betis, and who else but Lionel Messi was able to open the scoring with this beautiful solo run. And in the second half, he was able to extend his lead with this beautiful effort. The game ended as a 2-0 win to Real Madrid, and that was just a little taste of what Messi has in store for the rest of the season. In the second league game of the season, Real Madrid faced Barcelona, and Messi faces his old side. Robert Lewandowski was able to give Barcelona the lead in the first half, but then we were able to win a penalty, and who else but Lionel Messi to take it, and he converted, and the game ended as a 1-1 draw in the El Clasico. We are now in the first game of the Champions League group stages, and one of the records Messi has to break is scoring at least 11 goals in the group stages of the UCL, which is a record currently held by Ronaldo. The only goal in this game came from Lionel Messi, and that is 1 out of at least 11 goals for the group stages. After bagging a hat-trick against Real Valladolid, Messi's tally in La Liga is 10 goals, and remember, the record for a Real Madrid player is 48 goals set by Ronaldo in the 2014-2015 season. Messi still has a long way to go in order to match that. And in the Champions League game against Celtic, Messi bagged yet another hat-trick to further increase his Champions League group stage tally, and so far this season Messi has gotten 2 hat-tricks, and the record for a Real Madrid player is 8 hat-tricks in a season as well. After getting 2 goals against Espanyol in La Liga, we turned our focus back again to the Champions League, and we were facing Shakhtar in our third group stage game of the season. In that very difficult game, we were able to squeeze out a 6-0 win, and Messi got yet another hat-trick, making it 3 so far this season. So far in La Liga, Messi has gotten 14 goals in 10 games. That is double any other person so far this season, but that is still not enough in order to break the 48 goal record for a Real Madrid player. In a historic game against Osasuna, Messi got not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, no. He got 6 goals against Osasuna. That is breaking the Real Madrid record for the most goals scored by a single player in a single game. It was previously held by Ronaldo and a bunch of people, but now it is held by Messi with 6 goals. That already in itself has written Messi's name in the history books of Real Madrid. Now that 6-goal game brought Messi's tally to 20 goals in 11 games so far this season in La Liga, and in all competitions so far this season, he has gotten 28 goals and 6 assists. Now remember, the record for goals in a single season for a Real Madrid player was 61 goals by Ronaldo, and at this rate Messi is going to surpass that number by a large distance. Messi led Real Madrid to yet another victory by getting a hat-trick against Athletic Bilbao. We aren't even halfway through the season and he has gotten 5 hat-tricks so far. It's actually crazy numbers he's putting up. In the return fixture against Shakhtar, Messi was able to bag a brace, and that brought his Champions League goal tally for the season to 9 goals in 4 matches. He is only 2 goals away from matching the record Ronaldo set for Real Madrid. Again in the Champions League, this goal against Celtic was the goal that helped him match Ronaldo's record for 11 goals in the group stages of the Champions League, and he went on to even break the record by getting yet another goal. And of course at that point he had to complete the hat-trick, and he went on to get the match ball, and that is his 6th hat-trick for the season, and he's only 2 hat-tricks away from matching Ronaldo's record of 8 hat-tricks in a single season for Real Madrid. We are now at the halfway point of the season, and after a very crazy first half of it, Messi was able to get 46 goals in all competitions, with 32 of them coming from La Liga and 13 of them coming from the Champions League. And at this rate, Messi is definitely going to become a Real Madrid legend. It's time for the first Champions League knockout game of the season. The first leg against AC Milan ended as a 1-1 draw, but in the second leg we were unable to clinch a 1-0 win thanks to a goal by who else but Lionel Messi. In the first leg of the Champions League quarter-final, we lost the game 1-0 to Frankfurt, and it was a very terrible performance by the team, especially Messi. Our next La Liga game was against Rayo Vallecano, and it ended as a 2-1 victory to us, and Messi got a goal to help the team. That goal was actually a very, very important goal, because in all competitions so far this season, Messi has now matched Ronaldo's record of 61 goals in a single season, and he still has many more games to go, so is definitely surpassing that record. But there are many more we have to complete in order to become a legend. In the all-important quarterfinal of the Champions League, Messi was able to convert a penalty to bring the aggregate score to 1-1, which brought Messi's tally to 15 goals in 10 games so far this season, and a second goal was added by Vinicius Jr. to give us a 2-1 lead in the tie. We won a second penalty, but it was missed by Lionel Messi. I mean, what type of a season would it be if Messi doesn't miss a penalty? In the late stages of the game, we conceded a goal, and now we are heading into extra time. In the very late stages of the second half, Messi was able to make up for his mistakes, and he grabbed a very vital goal to help us get a 3-2 win on aggregate against Frankfurt. And that goal was just enough to push us through to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Our fine Champions League run was to continue against Benfica, but after a 0-0 draw in the first leg, we went behind thanks to this goal early on in the second leg. The game was very, very tight, but thanks to this goal by Theo Hernandez, we were able to draw level in the 60th minute of the game. Only 6 minutes after, Lionel Messi was able to convert this chance to give us a 2-1 lead against Benfica, and we have our sights set on the Champions League final. And the win was sealed off thanks to goals by Vinicius and another goal by Messi, and now we are on to the Champions League final. The last Champions League goal by Lionel Messi was his 18th so far in this competition, which means he has broken the record for the most goals in a single season for any player, not just Real Madrid, any player. So now that is another record that is in his name. So far this season, Messi has gotten 65 goals in total, and that is record breaking for Real Madrid. He has 18 goals in the Champions League, which is another record, and he has gotten 43 goals in 34 games in La Liga, so he's still a few goals off the record, and we have 4 more games left this season in order to achieve that. In the next La Liga game, Messi was able to get 2 goals and Benzema got 1 in a 3-1 win, so this is yet another trophy that Messi has won with Real Madrid, further cementing his place as a Real Madrid legend. In the next game, a goal by Lionel Messi was able to give us a 1-0 victory against Atletico, and now we move on to the last La Liga game of the season, and we are up against Valencia, and this could be one of the most important games, as we could see Messi break the record for most goals in a La Liga season for both Real Madrid and La Liga in general. Messi got his first goal, which brought him to 47 goals in total this season, and in the 23rd minute of the game, he matched the record by grabbing yet another goal, so he's one off breaking the record for a Real Madrid player. And here he is again in the 26th minute of the game, he got yet another goal, so now he is the outright top scorer for a Real Madrid player in a La Liga season, and he's gotten 49 goals in 38 games this season. And in the 40th minute of the game, he did just that, matching his record for 50 goals in a season in La Liga. A 5th goal was added, but not by Lionel Messi. It was this time Vinicius Jr. who got a goal, and in order to break the record, Messi had a last minute chance, but he couldn't convert it, and the game ended as a comfortable 5-0 win to Real Madrid. Messi got the record, but he didn't surpass it. But at the same time, he is still a Real Madrid legend thanks to this. And now it's time for us to turn all our focus to the Champions League final. A very historic season for Lionel Messi and Real Madrid is going to be capped off in the Champions League final, and we are going up against Messi's former side, PSG. This is definitely going to be a very exciting final. In the 23rd minute of the game, Vinicius Jr. was able to grab a very important goal in the final to give Real Madrid a 1-0 lead against PSG. And not too long after, Benzema was able to double our lead thanks to this very, very vital goal in the final. It looks like we were running away with the Champions League trophy. But PSG had very different ideas, as they were able to grab one back in the 38th minute of the game thanks to a goal by Soler. All we needed to do was to hold on to our lead and not concede again. But PSG went on to bring Neymar into the team, and the game completely changed. And in the 58th minute of the game, PSG were able to grab an equalizer very, very late in this final. It is not looking good for Real Madrid, and not too many chances came on after in extra time, so now we are heading onto penalties. Right, the first penalty is going to be taken by Alexander Isak. What way is he going to go? He put it to the right, and it gave Donnarumma no chance as he went the wrong way. And now it's Neymar's turn to take a penalty. Neymar sent the keeper the wrong way, and it is 1-1 in the penalty shootout. And now Camavinga's turn to take a penalty. He sent it to the top left corner. Donnarumma had absolutely no chance. The goal scorer, Soler, was very composed and it was 2-2. Vinicius converted the penalty comfortably. Mbappe also converted his penalty and it is level so far in the shootout. Reece James took a penalty down the middle. Donnarumma went the wrong way and Renato Sanchez also sent Courtois the wrong way as well. But now it is Messi's turn to take a penalty. He's had one of the greatest seasons we've ever seen a footballer produce. And this is probably the most important chance that he needs to convert. Messi takes the penalty. Donnarumma gets the right way. Messi missed the penalty in the final. Absolutely unbelievable. And the chance was converted. And PSG have won the Champions League against Real Madrid. Messi has single-handedly cost us the Champions League final in the most important game of the season. It's actually unbelievable. It's actually so unbelievable. So Messi leaves PSG and PSG go ahead to win the Champions League. That's just how it is, man. But that game rounded off the season, and in 55 appearances for Messi, he was able to grab 72 goals and 14 assists in all competitions. And although he missed a very vital penalty in the final, it is safe to say that this was a very historic season by Messi, and he is indeed a Real Madrid legend. If you guys enjoyed this video, then you definitely enjoyed this video where I revived Ronaldo's career.